to another installment of the Viral Podcast. I'm your host, Chelcie Lynn.
And I'm your host, Paige Ginn.
Jen. And hello, everyone. We got all the baby girls in the studio today.
We got
Hello. How you guys doing over there?
Good.
That's great.
What's it like?
What you eating on?
Smarty.
A Smarty.
I pass out Smarties before every episode.
She does.
We love Smarties.
We do. We need to go get a big candy dish and just have them in here.
Okay. We'll make note of that.
Let's make a note of that.
We'll
My
make note of
favorite. It's been my favorite candy since 7th grade.
Wow.
And you got me hooked.
They're the best.
I used to never eat them until Paige started passing them out.
See, I don't love the flavor of them, but I like the texture. I love that they're hard and round and you can just bite off little pieces. That's what I like about them.
There's so many good qualities about them.
Interesting.
What's your favorite candy? Dots?
I like Dots. I also like a frozen Reese's, but I'll have a frozen Reese's once every year and a half.
Yeah, because they changed the ingredient.
Right. So, but it's not like I used to love them more.
I've been hooked on Twix.
Oh,
Twix
that's a
are
good one.
good.
I'll pick one up at the grocery store every now and then.
I'm just not a candy person.
The Snickers ice cream.
Oh, I'd rather have a cookie or rather than candy.
A dessert?
Yeah, dessert. Yeah. So anyway,
She loves a good dessert.
I love a good dessert. Oh, let me set the little 10-minute timer. What am I thinking?
What do you think?
And the timer is on. We're not going to cuss for the first 10 minutes of the podcast.
Which is so hard to do.
But we're going to do it because we have, what's it called? When you have
Self-control?
Self-control.
And I hate hearing myself swear.
You do?
I wish I never swore.
What? What do you mean?
I've said this for years.
Yeah,
You
you
have. No, you have said that, but I don't. See, I feel opposite.
I love swearing. That's my favorite thing to do.
I love to do it, but to hear myself back, I'm like, did I really need to say the F word 40 times in that one sentence?
You hardly ever say the F word multiple times in one sentence.
Bro.
I never hear it. Maybe I just don't hear it.
Yeah,
There's certain
we're
things.
immune to it.
Okay.
Certain things. So what's new?
Well, I got an update for you guys.
Okay.
Do.
So I said that last podcast episode that it's been an ongoing thing with the pod. You guys have to go back and listen if you don't know what we're talking about. Anyway, I said I was going to rub one out, and as I'm getting there, push my butthole to see if it accentuates.
Intensifies the organ.
There you go. Great. Yeah, that was great. So I did it, and I don't know if it threw me off because I was thinking about it the whole time, but it took me longer than usual. And because the whole time I just kept thinking, oh God, got to get my butthole ready to push it out. So I kept thinking about that. So it kept like throwing me off.
It wasn't
nut?
natural.
Right. It didn't just let it happen. I kept thinking about it. I was like, okay, I got to stop thinking about it. And it just was, it made it hard.
Maybe give it a retry.
Yeah, I need to give it a and I don't know, it threw me off. And then, I don't know. I need to give it a retry and just maybe try to relax more.
Maybe take a Quaalude or a popper.
Well, if those still existed, maybe. Yeah.
You could take a popper.
Yeah, a jalapeno popper. I'll pop a jalapeno popper before I rub one out next.
Bro,
Can you imagine?
I love jalapeno poppers.
Oh, yeah.
I like when the jalapenos are cut up.
Yeah, and not whole.
Mm-hmm.
You're right. But that's my update. I wasn't able to really fully bust. I kept thinking, it was a mental thing. I kept thinking about doing the butthole thing. I don't know. I didn't enjoy it. I need to redo it and try to just relax more, I guess. I don't know. So
Everything is mental.
Yes.
Everything is mental.
So I have an update, but also it's not maybe a great update. I don't know if I need to try it again, but
You do.
Okay.
You need to retry.
Okay.
Just so you can get that good nut and that good push.
Thank you.
Gemma.
I didn't get that good nut.
Every time me and Chelcie see each other, we go, Gemma.
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 And it's turned into Gemma. So dumb, dude.
We're in
So
our
dumb.
50s.
So that's my update.
We did go to an aquarium the other day.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, that was fun, huh?
We did. We went to Chattanooga.
Oh, and
Yeah.
everyone was like, did you guys see the octopus? Not one.
I saw it.
You did?
Yeah.
We saw it, but he wasn't spread. He was hiding.
He was curled up in a little ball up top. That's the only thing I really wanted to see was the octopus. And he was in a small.
I was about to say, I thought he would be in a big.
I know.
He was in a very small.
I didn't even see the tank.
It was in a corner towards the end.
No, we need full.
Exactly.
He needs
big
his own
octopus.
display.
And a lot of them, and big mother.
But I enjoyed the aquarium. I thought it was really cool.
Said DF would.
Unbelievable.
Shima, that's unbelievable.
That's unbelievable.
I didn't even hear it.
But nothing beats us seeing that octopus in Hawaii.
Oh my God. Chelcie, I think about that all the time.
And I have been snorkeling in Hawaii a dozen times. Never seen, you see colorful fish every once in a while. But we saw this.
How big?
Bro.
How big was it?
Average size octopus. It wasn't giant, but it wasn't tiny. It was
Average.
A couple feet, a few feet.
Its head was probably that big.
Yeah.
The size of a baby's head?
Yeah. And
it was the coolest thing. That was a top 3 moment in my life.
Agree. And
To see that.
There she comes up. There's an octopus. And I'm like, what?
I was trying to be quiet because I didn't want,
know.
because there was a lot of people out there.
Yeah.
And I was
You
like,
didn't want people scaring you.
octopus.
So anyway, we looked and it was, oh man, it was actually really cool. And then it just disappeared because it blended with the rocks. It camouflaged itself.
Oh, a chameleon.
Yeah.
We hovered for a good minute.
Yeah.
Watching it before we
beautiful.
lost it.
Yeah. It was beautiful.
I'll never forget when we all went scuba diving and
What?
Maggie and Cozumel. Or wait, where were we?
Bahamas.
Yeah, we were in the Bahamas and Maggie dives down and then she kind of lost track of where she was.
We were in a cave.
And she freaking jolts up right into a rock and hits her head.
I literally thought I was going to die.
Bleeding.
If Beth wouldn't have ran, Beth saved my life.
Lifesaver.
Beth saw it happen from across the cave, ran to me.
Swam.
I was bleeding. I thought a shark was going to come get me.
Oh,
I mean,
gosh.
my God, I had all this shit running through my head.
Aw. Sad.
But she got me back to the boat.
Running through it and out of it.
I couldn't even swim. I was so out of it.
Dude, we were a mess that day. I was bleeding out my I'm like, is this safe?
And then right after that, we go swimming with sharks. Idiots.
Yeah, well, you live life.
Well, the instructor told me, he said, I don't think wouldn't be the best idea for you to get in with the bloody. So I just stayed out on the boardwalk.
Imagine if you got attacked from some period blood.
Imagine if a shark ate your.
Gosh.
Took a bite out of it.
Right.
And it just, what would you even do? I'd probably just let it.
I don't know. So, anyway, you guys, tomorrow I'm going to be doing a show in Portland,
For
Portland, Oregon. And then I'm going to be hitting up Seattle, Washington.
Wait, are you going to Din Tai Fung?
I'm going to try. And then I'm hitting up Salt Lake City. And then I'll be in Denver for shows. And then Grand Junction, Colorado. Those are the upcoming shows. Go to my website, eatmytrash.com, to get tickets and to look up the full list.
Swipe up on it.
So, yeah, I'm excited for these shows.
That's crazy. You're doing some big cities. Grand Junction?
Grand Junction.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Grand Junction, Colorado was our very first theater show we ever did. It was the first non-club show we ever did. I'll never forget it. It was awesome.
You loved it?
Oh, it was awesome. Yep. I think we're going back to the same venue, aren't we? I
think
can't
so.
remember. We are, yeah.
Are these more theaters this tour, or?
It's a good mix. It is more theaters, and I think we're doing a handful of clubs. Yeah.
Do you like theaters better or clubs?
Depends. It really depends.
Probably just even on the audience, huh?
Yeah, I think theaters, people are almost a little more, I don't want to say well behaved, but they're a little, they will sit there and watch the show, to where when I do at clubs, they tend to be a little more rowdy because they're super close to me, so they think that they can just yell stuff out during the show or whatever.
Okay.
So it depends. But then also a club can be really fun. It just, come here, Natalie, you want mama? So it just depends. I like both. That's why I do a little bit of both.
Bofa.
I like bofa. So
None of us
Yeah.
can hear that. We are charred.
bofa. So I'm excited. I'm on tour though. I feel like I'm always on tour, but I also feel like we're always taking time off and getting ready for tour. So we'll see. Yeah, I'm excited. It's gonna be a good year. It's gonna be a big year.
Isn't it crazy you go up there and people come to watch?
I think about it all the time.
People buy tickets and they're in line for your show.
I can't believe it. I think
couldn't
about it all
believe
the time. I'm like, this is crazy. This is crazy. I do stand up, but it's also crazy that people show up.
Yes, it's such a trip.
It is. I will never get used to it. I will never get used to it.
The fact that people travel and make plans for a show.
It's insane. It's insane, dude. What the hell?
Crazy.
Well, we're gonna do a little. We're gonna kind of do like a Q&A episode, like an update episode, like a.
Yeah, we've been asking on all our platforms today. We said, hey, ask us some questions for the pod. So I've asked on Snapchat. I've asked on Instagram.
Nice. But should we get into a question now, or should we wait 34 seconds until the timer's up?
Oh, wait.
We gotta wait till the timer's up.
Wait it out.
Man, y'all talking about Bahamas makes me want to go back so bad.
I love the Bahamas.
That was the clearest water I've ever seen in my life.
That was one of the best times
ever.
I just loved it.
We gotta go back.
I mean, despite of that one human, but other than that,
Other than
it
that,
was
we had a great
The
time.
water, the
Amazing.
beach, the sand.
8, 7,
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fuck you!
If you've never been to the Bahamas,
Fuck you!
If you have a brown chair at home,
Fuck you!
if you have a sleeping bag,
Fuck you!
if you drive a Nissan,
Fuck you!
if you drive a Toyota,
Fuck you!
if you had a chicken Caesar salad for lunch today,
Fuck you!
if you have charms on your purse,
you!
if your purse is black,
Fuck you!
if you're in a throuple,
Fuck you!
if you have a fan in your house,
Fuck you!
if you're gonna have a package waiting for you when you get home,
Fuck you!
if you have to make dinner tonight,
Fuck you!
if you have to feed your family,
Fuck you!
if you have diabetes,
Fuck you!
that was a good one.
I was going to say if you have AIDS.
Well, we could. Let's don't exclude everyone.
If you have AIDS,
Fuck you!
if you're over the age of 30,
Fuck you!
That felt great.
dude,
I love that.
how does time fly so fast?
Bro, don't get me started on time, because don't get me started on time.
Time after time.
Time is the weirdest in the world. And everything they told us when we were kids is right.
It's right.
Everything they said, they were right about.
And isn't it crazy? Everything goes off of time. Plans, just
I wish I
everything
could
is
know
time.
what I know now and go back to being a teen.
But you can't,
You can't.
because that's the whole point.
I know.
You have to live and learn.
You
Age is wisdom.
Yeah, you truly just have to live every day like it's your last. And that's the dumbest ever, but you really do.
No, you really do. And I shared this to my Instagram story, but I saw a quote
From quotes.com.
from quotes.com. No, it was a Tina Turner quote. Oh, God, now I can't
Oh, I
find
saw
it.
that you posted
Did you
it.
see that?
Yeah.
I heavily with Tina Turner.
That's my girl.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Y'all know I love Tina Turner.
Her
Tina Turner.
music videos.
Oh, Tina Turner.
That's what you
When
gotta
I need
watch. Ike and Tina, the movie.
That's a good,
What's that one
Yep.
called?
I think it's called.
Is that Ike and Tina?
No.
Mike and Ike.
You need to add that to your list, though.
Yes, Paige. It's good. It's a good movie.
Tina Turner.
Here's the Tina Turner
I think I
quote.
started it and then didn't finish it. It's a documentary.
No, it's a movie, and that movie was filmed in their actual house that they lived in. Yeah, that's the whole thing. But
Okay,
here's
what's
the,
it on?
the quote. The Tina Turner quote I found yesterday. That was like, wow. She said, "I believe that if you just stand up and go, life will open up for you." I was like, wow.
Where are you going?
That's kind of like, to me, it's like saying like, hey, be fearless. Do it anyway. Just do it and things will happen.
Yeah.
Don't be scared. Don't do it because you're scared. Everybody's scared. Just do it.
That's what Nike would do.
Exactly. So I
That's
love,
what they did.
love
got
Tina
the
Turner.
swoosh. Got the swoosh on it.
Love Tina Turner.
That's a good one. Thanks for sharing that with us.
The movie is called What's Love Got to Do with It?
Oh God, it is so good.
love got to do?
That movie.
Oh,
What's love?
we are a Tina Turner loving family. I'll tell you that much.
There ain't nothing better. Let me add that to my list.
Her song, "The Best," is probably one of my favorite songs of all time. of all time.
It's called The Best.
It's called The Best. Simply the best.
Yeah.
Better than all.
Just, oh, God, I love her. I love her.
What's love got to do?
Yeah, what's love got to do to add that to your list, Chima?
Adding it.
Adding it.
I need to really come in here and organize my list.
I was going to say, put that one at the top, too.
That's
such a
Really?
good movie.
yeah, that's a good top one.
They
So,
be fighting.
next episode, Chima, will you have watched Dallas Buyers Club?
I'm going to really try, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, God, that's a good... I'm going to go watch it, too.
I'll remind you.
Got a lot of stuff to be editing, but I'll try.
Yeah.
The thing is the paying attention part.
Got to pay attention.
And then I only have time at night, and that's when I will doze the hell off.
Well, just, you have a week. You
Yeah.
can find an hour and a half in a week. How many hours in a week? Let me Google this. How many hours
24 times 7.
in a week? You have 168 hours. You can set aside 2 hours. Two.
Yeah.
Of them. 2.
You can.
That's 0.5% of your week.
Every time I'm watching a movie, I'm like, I am wasting my time. I'd rather be scrolling on TikTok.
No.
That doesn't seem like I'm
What?
wasting my time
That's
as much.
insane.
No.
I got that fast brain.
Watch it.
Okay, well, you know what time it is?
What time is it?
Fortune cookie time.
Love it.
Here we go.
Fortune cookie time, baby.
What a good time.
Absolutely.
You think this will resonate with us?
Here we go. Listen. That was great. And that is not a soundbite. That was live.
A live cookie crunch.
That was live.
Okay. Our fortune today. You will make an impact in others while you eat my ass.
Wow.
What does that mean? You'll make an impact with others.
It means that you're going to make an impact with another.
In others.
Yeah. You're making an impact. Yeah. That's what it means.
In a good way, huh?
Yeah, sure. Or not.
Ooh, that's true.
You never know.
All right.
So-
Our lucky numbers are 4, 15, 20, 53, 52, and 5.
Wow. Good luck with the numbers.
Put it on the lotto.
Good luck with the numbers.
Powerball tickets.
Powerball tickets.
Get your numbers.
Wow. All right. Well, we're going to just answer some questions and hang out. Will y'all hang out with us?
Oh, yeah.
Come here.
I mean, they're already here.
Hey, come here.
Come here.
Ask some questions on the...
Come here and hang out with us.
Okay, so my questions, we haven't even gone over them at all. So it's going to be a free-for-all.
It's whatever.
Do you want to go first?
I'll go first. A lot of people asking about your vegetarianism page. We have gone over this, but it's been a while. So just for a little fresh update, Becca wants to know, maybe I missed this, but is there a reason Paige is vegetarian? Paige?
Truly, I've never liked meat since I was young. I was 5 years old at the babysitter's house, and she fed me chicken, and or any meat, I would store it in my mouth and ask to go to the restroom and go spit it out in the toilet. I've just never liked the texture, never have liked it.
You like the smell. If I'm cooking something, she'll go, oh, it smells good. Mm-hmm. But you don't do it for health reasons. You don't do it for advocacy reasons. You
For
don't.
animals,
You just don't like it, straight up.
Don't like it, and I'm not strict about it. Like, I hate if people are like, oh, she's a vegetarian, she can't eat this, because I usually
Just
will
pick the
pick
meat out.
around it, or I don't care if my food's cooked with meat. But
You'll eat my beef stew. You'll just pick the beef out.
I
So-
just, it's a texture thing. And I did see a cow get its brains blown out, and maybe that was something. As soon as we moved to Utah, our neighbors were shooting a cow, and not with not with the best gun, so they had to shoot it in the head about 27 times and watch that. So
Yeah, that'll do something to you. That'll do something to
I
you.
couldn't
It's good.
eat anything red after seeing that. That's how messed up my brain is. I couldn't eat Twizzlers. I
Oh
couldn't
my
eat
God.
hot tamale. Everything was reminding
Dang.
me of blood.
Wow.
So there's that.
Okay. I'm gonna do the next question. Honesty. Love that name. She asked, and a lot of people were asking this, will there ever be another viral podcast tour? Also, will you eat my...
I got about 1 million questions about having another tour.
Well, honesty, I'm not going to eat your ass just because I just ate. Now, if I was hungry, maybe.
Honestly.
Honestly. But we would love to do another pod tour. We think about it all the time and talk about it all the time.
I love tour.
Yeah,
I thrive on tour.
We just don't have any immediate plans. I'm still working on doing my new hour, and I'm doing, the Loose Lips tour. But I mean, hopefully next year we do, that might be fun. So we'll see.
I'm ready whenever you are.
Okay.
Pack your bags.
Pack your bags. We might go on tour. Give us comment some good tour names.
And what cities you want us to come to.
Please let us know if we were to go on tour again. What cities would you want? And what's a good tour name for the new tour?
We have one in mind.
Tell them.
The 1.2 billion tour.
The $1.2 billion tour.
That's got to be it.
Or the Thriving and Shining tour.
Yeah, or Shining.
Or the Shining Baby Girls tour.
Yeah.
Or we got some good names for it. So
Presented by the Viral
Table that.
Podcast or whatever.
yeah.
So
So
they
let
know.
us know, what should we call the tour?
If we ever go on a UK tour or whatever, and we need to be like taking over the world tour.
Ah, yes. I like that. I like that. All right. You got
Okay.
a question, Chima?
Yeah, so many. Let's see here. A lot of people, a lot of things. Okay. What are y'all's favorite flavor of popsicles?
I like the purple and the pinks and the reds. Mm-hmm. Especially the
cherry.
purple. I grab the purple.
Well, I
grape-
guess it depends what popsicle. I like those watermelon pops we were eating.
The Johnny Pops.
The Johnny Pops. I like when they have cream in them.
But I'm just thinking of a regular popsicle.
Like
Right,
an
that's-
Otter Pop.
Just
Yeah.
a regular pop.
Okay.
Yeah.
If we're going off Otter Pop, I usually go for the blue or the pink Otter Pops.
Yeah.
And then red third.
Yes.
They always give me an itch in the throat.
Really?
And there's always the yellow, the orange
That
that are the last ones in there.
Exactly.
That's so funny.
Exactly. I can't wait for
I know.
popsicle season.
Why are yellow and orange always the last?
Nobody
You-
wants them.
They're not as good.
They're not.
They're not as good.
They're really not.
Tommy wants to know, favorite song at the moment. I have been on, I keep listening to on repeat. It is off the very first Backstreet Boys album. It's a song called Hey Mr. DJ. Maggie, it gets me going.
It's
That's
your
funny.
favorite one right now?
Well, right now, I keep when I'm in the car, I keep going back and listening to that. Mm-hmm. I keep listening to that because I never really listened to that old album. I always listened to
The poppy.
the newer, So, but it's such a good song. So,
Well, my car is a 2005 Acura TL, and I can't really, it doesn't even connect to Bluetooth, and the aux cord's messed up, so I just have been listening to the radio.
oh wow, old school,
And I have tapes.
old school.
Tapes.
I have the Judds, I have Hall & Oates, I have,
good.
yeah, that's really what I've been listening to, but
Those are good.
gosh, what song have I been liking? Actually Romantic.
She loves every time we're in the car. She goes, Chima, can you put on my Taylor Swift song?
I don't even know what it's called, and but she knows.
I automatically know she wants to listen to Actually Romantic off the new album, so I always play that for Chima. She loves that song.
That's a good
It's a banger.
one.
It's a
such
banger.
a banger.
But I always listen to different stuff, but I also always listen to the same playlist I make. I'll make a playlist and listen to it for 6 months straight.
Yeah.
And I
Same.
like to put a little bit of everything on that playlist.
I love all music, truly.
Truly. Yes.
A lot of Will You Eat My
Yep.
Okay.
Mariposa wants to know, Chelcie, how are you and your hernia doing?
Yeah, how is that hernia?
We need to name the hernia.
Well, Beth came up with a great
Oh,
name
yeah.
for it. It was Heather.
Heather the hernia.
I was going to say Harney.
Hernie.
She was going to say, how's Heather doing?
Heather.
You know what? Let's name her Heather.
Heather.
It's too fitting.
Heather the hernia. My hernia's fine. It doesn't bother me. A lot of people's hernias go in and out. Mine doesn't. Mine just stays out. It's fine. The doctor just said basically I have to live with it until it gets bigger or until it gives me pain. She said you just live with it. So I do. It's there. I don't think about it. I don't even. Here's the thing. My stomach is big as is because I'm fat. If I was thin with a flat stomach, I think the hernia would be like
a foot bulging.
It would be like abnormally looking, but it doesn't look abnormal because my stomach's big anyway. So if I didn't tell you I have a hernia, you'd never know.
But once she pointed it out and you spend a lot of time with her, you can see it bulging. She'll show you, like, I've pet it.
You can feel it.
You can feel it.
You can feel it. It feels weird. It's fine.
Are you going to push it back in?
Well, I can't. I don't know what people say when they mean that.
Me either. That's what I'm wondering.
It's just kind of hard on my upper stomach. It's kind of hard and
it's ripped. Your stomach lining is ripped.
Correct.
And that's what it is. It's poking out. You should be able to push it back in.
Let me just run into your stomach like a football tackle.
You'll rip it even more.
Ripped.
Ripper.
I wonder if they ever fix themselves.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Like, does it ever heal?
I don't know.
The hole.
But it's fine. It doesn't bother me. It's not bothering me. So it's like, it's kind of whatever, you know?
That's so crazy.
I've lifted weights after my doctor's appointment. She said you can go ahead and continue lifting weights. So I don't change how much weight I do. Everything's fine.
I wonder when you got it. You don't remember a significant time?
Not a significant time, but I remember last year when I went to the ER. God, when was that?
That was like February of
2025.
Yeah.
It's been like a year and a half. I remember then I had felt something weird there for a few months. So my guess is I've had it a couple years.
But you just thought it was a mass or...
I didn't know what it was. I didn't even think that it was a hernia.
Yeah.
I didn't know what. I had no clue. And then when I went to the ER and they did all these scans and stuff and they didn't say anything about it. So I just assumed it was, I don't know. I just thought I was gaining weight. My stomach was getting bigger. That's what I thought. And then I don't know. Then
the fact that happened.
That's crazy.
I was just sitting at home and my sister Jasmine was in town and she texted me. She's like, I think Chelcie needs to go to the ER. I'm like, what?
I don't know how I drove home.
And she's like, yeah, she's laying in your front yard.
Imagine being your neighbor.
I collapsed in your front yard. I collapsed. I was trying to walk into your house and collapsed. And Libby was like, you need to go to the hospital. And I'm like, no, I'll be fine. And she was like, you collapsed. Go to the hospital. And I literally was like, no, I'm fine. And she literally forced me.
And then the whole fam showed up. It was so funny, dude.
We were all there.
We were all there.
Turns out I have large uterine fibroids, so.
That was in my vlog.
Those will make you collapse?
Maggie, the pain was unlike anything I've ever felt. I
11 out of 10.
I couldn't walk, and I was trying with every ounce of my strength. Collapsed.
Sorry,
Dang.
Chimo.
It's okay, Chimo.
Glad you're better now.
Thank you.
Okay, somebody said, if you could trade bodies for one day with Chelcie and she could take your body, what would it be like? Or what would you do?
What would you do? You asking me or?
They asked us both what we would both do if we switched bodies.
If I switched bodies with Chima, I would just walk around with the skimpiest clothes and just be like, look at me. You know, I got this fat ass and this little waist. You know, it's never happened to me before. You know, I don't know what that's like.
Okay.
And what would you do with my floppy titties?
If I was in your body, I would have plantar fasciitis.
You'd have obesity, a hernia, plantar fasciitis,
Fibroids.
You'd have fibroids.
You'd
Mass.
probably lay on the couch because you'd be in pain.
Yeah. I'd probably go to the Good Feet store and get some insoles.
Oh, God, that's
Which you said you were going to do that?
I was going to do that, but I've heard weird things about them.
My mom went to Good Feet and said it was awesome. And then today driving here, I got a Good Feet ad on my stereo. And I was like, maybe that's a sign.
Damn, then I need to try to go. I've heard the inserts are so expensive.
Did you know there's 4 arches in your foot?
No, I thought there was one.
No, there's 4. David Archuleta's.
David Archuleta. Letta. Okay, you got another one?
Let me scroll.
Okay, I got one.
Okay.
Life can feel like a big puzzle. You're constantly trying to fit all the pieces together.
Finding a doctor you actually like feels like discovering a diamond in the rough. Sure, you want to find someone in network, nearby, someone that has open time slots, but let's be honest, that's just the start. You deserve someone who listens to ya,
Makes you feel comfortable.
explains things clearly,
Remembers your kids' names.
makes you laugh, just someone that's actually cool.
Someone you just trust, basically.
ZocDoc is a free app and website that helps you find and book high quality in-network doctors so you can find someone you love.
Want to see your doctor in person? Great! Prefer a video visit? You can do that too, baby girl or baby boy.
Appointments made with ZocDoc happen fast, you guys. I'm talking between 24 and 72 hours of booking. You can even score some same-day appointments. Stop putting off those doctor's appointments and go to ZocDoc.com/viralpod to find and instantly book a doctor you love today.
That's ZocDoc.com/viralpod. ZocDoc.com/viralpod.
Thanks, ZocDoc, for sponsoring this message. This is from Jerome. And he wants to know, I would really like to know how everyone knows each other. Like, how did y'all meet Libby, Travis, Paige, etc.? We have answered this, but it's been
a minute, and I get that question a lot too. How do you know them?
Yeah, it's been years. So in the room, we have Paige, Beth, Maggie, and me. Mm-hmm. Me, Maggie, and Beth are sisters.
So they met right out the.
We've been sisters since they were born, because I was born first, so I was an only child. And then Maggie came a year later.
Yeah.
And then Beth came a year after that.
That's so soon to have a sister a year later.
We're all a year apart.
That is crazy.
Very, very close together.
And I remember the day Beth was born. And I just, I remember one of my first memories ever is me and Maggie in the back seat. It was Easter weekend it had to have been 89, because you were just born, Maggie. Mm-hmm. And you were born in January. So when's Easter? March? April. So you were a couple months old. Mm-hmm. And so I was probably not even two. Not even one.
That's crazy that you can remember that long ago.
And Mom had us, I've told this story before, Mom had us in Easter dresses. You were in your car seat beside me. I was in a car seat. And Black Velvet had just came on the radio. Or was it Black Velvet? Yeah. And she turned it up.
You were telling us this story in the car a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, that was my first memory.
Yeah.
So me, Maggie, and Beth are sisters. And then Paige and I met.
At a meeting.
Technically at a meeting. She had been approached to do an all-girls prank show. And they said, do you know anyone else that would be good for the show? And me and Paige had never met, never talked, nothing.
We did have a mutual friend.
Yeah.
But other than that, we'd never talked. And I just reached out to Chelcie. And I'm like, hey, would you ever want to be on a all-females prank show? And then we ended up meeting in L.A. And in that meeting, everyone thought we were high school best friends.
Right.
We were going hard.
Yeah.
That's weird if you think about it. That's the first time we ever met. We're taking a full-on photo.
Crazy.
Dude, that's weird.
The fact that they go, do you know of anybody? And she's kind of like, well, I know this girl on the internet. That would be good. So,
and I knew none of your videos or anything.
So that's how me and Chima met.
Dude, if we never met, we wouldn't even be here right now.
Crazy. That'd be crazy. And we had, within a month or two of knowing each other, we're like, we should start a podcast. Mm-hmm. And we didn't start it for another year and a half, 2 years maybe.
And we were inseparable. That's so weird.
How we know Libby. Libby I met on Vine back in the day through the internet. Me and Libby started following each other when we both had no followers. We met in person, instantly became friends. And that's it. We've all been family ever since.
Oh, one of my questions was, how do you know Rafe? Because when I posted Rafe on my Snapchat story, everyone thought he was my manager.
Oh my God. No, we know. So, and then Travis, I used to work with Travis at Whole Foods in San Diego. So we became friends that way. Rafe, Tina and Rafe.
How we met Tina is because Libby and Tina have a podcast together
Right.
called Slop City.
Right.
And so then Libby introduced us all to Tina.
Right.
And Rafe is Tina's boyfriend. So that's...
We've all met internet and social media and just became friends. I mean, that's honestly how it's, yeah.
Pretty much social media,
Yeah.
all of us.
I'm married to Greg. Been married 20 years, you know?
And then they've all met my family.
So
I feel like you guys are my family, so I feel
Yeah.
like all my family is just your family.
Right.
Like Chelcie messages my aunt and uncle. Maggie
Yeah.
texts my dad. Like
Yeah.
Beth, it's so weird.
right. So, yeah. So that's kind of, we just all kind of met, I guess, social media or working with each other. And
It's
just-
so normal, though. That's the norm now to meet people.
or met through friends or whatever. So, yeah. That's kind of how we know. Each other.
What's something we would tell our younger selves?
I don't think I would tell me anything.
I remember in high school being so stressed out of like with work, with homework, or, just little things there, and none of it matters. Like nothing
Right.
matters.
Right.
And just don't take life too seriously. That's what I would say.
I don't think I would give myself any advice, because you have to go through life and live and learn. And I don't think I would. I think my younger self has it. She's got it. I'm not gonna mess with anything.
Okay.
I'm not gonna mess with anything. So, yeah, that's what I would do. Let's see here. Oh, it's a good couple questions. Fiona wants to know, has anyone ever mistaken you for someone else? Well, Maggie and Beth get mistaken for each other all the time.
All the time.
I, honest to God, have been mistaken for Honey Boo Boo.
That's true. That's wild to
Dude,
me.
that is the way you just said that.
That is the truth. Have I been mistaken for anyone?
No, but people tag me all the time on Instagram and stuff and say, you look like this person.
Yeah.
Or, I want to put a whole collage of what people have said I look like.
That's funny. You get Adam Sandler a lot.
I get, you could definitely be part of the Adam Sandler
Yeah.
family, the kids, Adam himself, Lady Gaga.
That's a
I've
good
even
one.
had Dua Lipa. I don't know how.
Yeah. Yep. So
Weird Al. You
yeah,
told me I looked like Weird Al the other day.
Yeah, you did. I was like, damn. Hey, honey, it's Weird Al here. I don't think it. Yeah, not noticed for anyone else, but the Honey Boo Boo thing was real. Yeah. So
Yeah, no one ever really.
all right.
When we wash our vagina, are we washing just the lippies?
This
or the area or inner vulva too?
This is a whole thing.
Okay. For me, I don't use soap at all near my vagina. I just put water up in it and kind of like cup my vagina and get water up it, not in the hole, but that's all I do.
And that's great for your little tiny cute little. But if you have a woolly mammoth between your legs like me, it needs f***ing soap.
Dial.
So, and this is a whole thing.
It is.
And we haven't talked about this in a long time.
How often do you use boric acid
Never.
to straighten your
Boric
pH?
acid.
You don't need it?
I've never used it.
You don't?
Me?
Yeah.
I have it upstairs, but I will pop it in once every 2 years. I need to put one in there.
Oh.
Yeah.
I feel like I use it like once a month.
Really, I don't do that.
After my period.
After your period, your will be smelly.
Yeah.
But mine's only for like 1-2 days while it's just getting that brown dischargey out. But other than that, I would say my vagina is in great condition and never smelly
Well,
unless I do put soap on it, and then it will like
I'm happy for you.
Be
Heard it.
smelly.
I'm happy for you.
soap messes with my pH.
See,
I don't
I'm the
fuck with
opposite.
it.
I'm the opposite.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of people that wash their puppies with soap.
Yeah.
And there's a lot that will message me after this going, no, you're not supposed to do that. It will into pH. It does. I'm telling you, I've gone without soap for a long period of time. I don't have the to be doing that.
That's why I'm wondering if you need to pop some boric acid.
I don't put anything in the hole obviously. But I will take some antibacterial soap, and I know there's people out there cringing right now because you're not supposed to do that. But it's either that or have the nastiest following me around.
You need to pop some boric acid. I'm telling you, because it won't smell.
I do the outside lips, and I'll do a little bit on the inside. I don't like but I'll do a little bit of soap in between there. I got to.
No, I've always had a sensitive vag.
Try to just use water and pop.
Okay.
At least 3 or 4 of them until
Are you
get
not
it right.
using soap anymore? Mm-mm. Did I get you on the no soap train?
I just feel like I don't need it.
You don't need it. I'm telling you.
Well, when I'm in the shower and I prop up open one of my legs and I want to pass out from the stench of dirty
Fish market.
See, if you pop the boric acid, it won't smell like that.
Okay. I'll try it. I don't ever.
I've even got the sticks to put them up there with.
Sticks. Okay. Sticks.
Sticky.
I'll bring the sticks over.
You get them out sticks.
I remember
Yeah.
like when I first met Tina, she's like, oh yeah. She had a boric acid and she came into my room at the Airbnb and was just shoving it up her.
You have to sometimes.
It was so funny. I was like, what is she doing?
But ever since I started doing that, my never stinks.
And now I'm serious.
I'm serious.
Okay.
Well,
maybe that's what I need to do.
That's what you 100% need to do.
Okay.
Yeah. And then don't use the soap. Use it. They say use up to a week's worth at a time, like 7 days straight. I usually only need to do like 2 or 3.
What?
Sometimes 2. 2 days.
Oh.
don't forget you are getting advice from the girl who was taking these orally.
Yeah. But that was years ago.
She's learned.
I've learned my lesson.
That had to have fucked up your stomach lining.
Nothing affected me.
Weren't you going through some troubles back then?
Well, that's when I had my gallbladder attacks and stuff. So I was already messed up.
Dude.
Now listen, there's been people that I've tried. I've gone at one point 2 months without using soap because people go, "Oh no, you have to build up. Give it a few weeks and build up back your pH without soap." And I gave it like 2 months. I was like, I can't do this anymore. I feel.
Maybe we could wash you in the shower.
Washer?
Stay.
I feel like I'm not clean unless I do the soap.
That's all you need. It's a little bit of acid up there.
Okay.
Get that shit straightened out
Well,
real quick.
I'll try that.
Do you have any?
I do, but I also, like I said, I haven't used them in like 2 years, so I may need to order some new ones.
Order some new ones
Okay.
with the sticks. I'll send you the links.
Send me what you use. What do
Okay.
you use? What brand?
The boric acid?
Yeah.
It just says boric acid in like a little purple and white bottle.
Okay.
That
That's what I'll
should do
do.
the trick.
That's what I'll try.
Okay, this person said, what do you guys love most about each other?
Let's see here. Just like personality wise or just in general?
Maybe just whatever
In general?
you love. I love that whenever I didn't want to eat, I know you're down.
Chima, I was just about to say I love when we go eat together.
We fat as fuck.
Yeah, I love when me and Chima always want to go eat together, eat something, make something. Like,
Talk about eating.
I can't imagine having a friend that never wanted to go eat. I'd be so mad.
It's her favorite thing to do.
Yeah. And that's Beth. And that's why I don't ever ask Beth to go eat. That's why I have you. That's
Beth,
why I have you.
Beth
fair.
does not enjoy food.
She just never wants to go eat. So it's fine. It's fine. But I love that we go eat together.
And we know if we text each other at damn near 12:30 a.m. and say, should we go get a midnight snack? We're both down.
We're going to do it. We're
Well,
going to do it.
My kids have caught on to that shit. Did they text you the other night? Mm-mm. They said they were going to, and I said, don't do it.
What they want to.
They go, well, we want to go to Taco Bell. And I wouldn't do it. I wasn't budging. I said, go make a sandwich.
Go make a
And they go,
sandwich.
we're texting tough. And I said, don't you dare.
Because they know I'll take them to Taco Bell.
Go to bed.
They've been figuring it out. And you've even done it a couple times.
I don't do it often, but they've asked me a couple times late night on the weekends. And like, will you take us to Taco Bell? And I pick their asses up. And I take them to Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Because we love doing that as adults. Imagine being a kid.
And not being able to drive yourself to Taco Bell.
And you're really wanting it.
Oh,
Exactly.
that Taco Bell craving.
Once I'm in for the night, though, I am not leaving.
You're sat.
I am not leaving.
And I understand that too.
Yeah.
I understand that. I think what I love about everybody is the things that we each do with each other.
Yeah.
You know, like we're into antiquing and
Yeah.
like we have
Oh, antiquing's the best.
You
though.
know, like we're all kind of
States.
into the
We all like doing pretty
Right.
much the same shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Eating and estate sales.
yes.
I want to go to those garage sales where they have that
Yes.
big. I want to take my mom and her sisters and make a whole vlog out of it because
Exactly.
I grew up yard selling.
Yep.
The one where it goes from state to state, like you follow the.
Yes, I want to do that.
Yeah.
Bad.
Let's see here. Manja, and I'm going to answer this because I've gotten this before. Manja says, this is specifically towards me, did you stop making topless videos? So you mean for my, I'm assuming he means for my Patreon. So here's the deal. I did not stop posting topless content, but I had to stop putting the tits in videos because I have to put the video. So basically, Patreon, my Patreon is 18 plus. They won't let me directly post to the platform. So I either have to post to Vimeo or YouTube and then take the link and post the link to Patreon. Now, all my topless stuff has to go on Vimeo because YouTube won't allow it, even if it's set to private.
That's so dumb.
They still won't allow it, even if it's set to private. And for some reason, my Patreon members have such a hard. If you have Android, they can't view the Vimeo. So I was posting I do a bunch of topless ice cream mukbangs and stuff like that. I was posting them to Vimeo and then Patreon, and a lot of the Android members were like, "Hey, we can't view this. We can't view this." So like, I didn't know what to do. So basically, I stopped doing those, but I will still upload pics. Does that make sense?
That's so annoying though.
Yeah.
Why can't you just upload directly from Patreon? Like, how is that even a
Because my
platform that you? That's so weird.
my content's 18 plus.
And people love the ice cream mukbangs.
But they're still on there. So if you have an Apple or whatever, like you can go watch them. And a lot of Android users could watch, but it was a group of people that couldn't watch them. Like I'm not going to keep posting these videos if people can't watch them.
Yeah.
So, but I will still plop open. I just posted a pic the other day. You know, it's like, so I still post boobs, but they're not like in the videos. That makes sense. And
Yeah.
it sucks, but
I'd be posting titties, bush, butthole.
we love posting that. I don't give a
not, and it's not even sexual to me.
I don't give a fuck, dude.
I need to do another I Spy My Little Brown Eye.
Yes, you do. It's been a minute.
I need somebody to take a picture of me. I want to do one out in the woods.
Well, Chima, I'll do it.
Okay, let's hike down there today.
Sydney wants to know, would it be impossible to start putting out 2 trailer tales a week? Yes, it would. Because it's hard enough to put out one a week. Because Jeremiah lives in Los Angeles and we live in Nashville and we're on the road. He's on the road. So it's hard enough to get together to film. But I get what you're saying because I watch Trailer Tales every week and I want 2 a week as well as a fan of the show and also being on the show, which is weird to say.
People have asked for viral podcasts every single day. It's like that would have to be our full-time job. And it already is a full-time job just being
Right.
once a week.
I think we've run out of stuff to say.
It would have to be a live everyday show.
Pretty much. Yeah, you're right. Just going live every day.
Yeah, it'd have to be going live and switching it up like that, I think. Which we should do a live viral podcast one day. We could read the chat.
That would be fun.
We'd have a lot of
Film it,
technical.
film it, but also go live and read the chat. Like we could film it.
Oh yeah, film it, and then after we film it, then we just post the episode.
Exactly.
That they do that on Jeff FM.
Oh, that would be fun. Would y'all watch that? Would y'all want that or
Dude, Jeff Whittick is so hot.
is he? Oh, I need to look. I mean, I feel like I know who that is, but
He's the one who got twirled around on the excavator, smacked his
yeah.
eye on it.
yeah, you're right.
David Dobrik-esque. Okay, we got a Mary kill. Brussels sprouts, broccoli, or green beans.
Ooh, okay. I'm going to Brussels sprouts, marry broccoli, kill green beans.
Same.
Same.
Broccoli, dude.
I love broccoli.
Yeah.
I get that beef and broccoli from Panda and just take out all the beef. That, I'm craving it right now. Oh my. Panda hits sometimes, but the noodle's so dry.
Well, that may be what we mukbang.
That was our last mukbang.
Oh, it was. It was. Let's see here.
Go somewhere new.
We need to go somewhere new.
I've been liking Steak and Shake.
You've been on a Steak and Shake kick, baby.
I like dipping fries into the chili with the. No, not feeling it, Maggie.
That would tear my ass up if I ate that.
Your gallbladder would say,
I
"Go."
would. You'd have to take me to the emergency room.
Damn.
You can't eat nothing spicy.
No, it's bad. I had to completely change everything. I can't eat in grease.
Yeah, you don't eat anything fried.
I can't.
Yeah.
I'll be sick in the bed.
All right. All right. Next question. Rolex wants to know. I love y'all's clothes on Positive Talks.
The actual brand?
No.
The Rolex watches? Oh.
No, just a girl. She's calling herself Rolex.
I was like, damn.
Can you imagine if Rolex the brand?
Wait.
And they're talking about Positive Talks.
That's funny.
That is funny.
Rolex wants to know, I love y'all's clothes on Positive Talk. Such a great detail and makes it even more funny. What are the details regarding the Positive Talks wardrobe? Where do you get the clothes? And how much Positive Talks clothes do you have? We go hard on the clothes. The clothes are important.
Yes, they are. The clothes is what makes it.
I get most of mine from estate sales.
Yeah.
She does estate sales. I will do from this brochure, this website called
What's it called? Country Living?
Country Time or
Yeah, I think it is Country Living.
no,
Country?
that's a magazine.
We have that brochure in there.
Country Time clothes.
Which I need to order off of that.
Yes, we need to make a new order. Mm-hmm. Me and Chelcie just went to
Cato's.
And we actually scored. We got some pretty cool tops and
Yes, we did.
vests. What else did we get?
I forgot what the website's called. It's called something country.
It's perfect though for Positive Talks clothes.
It's old lady clothes.
With it's that style of
Yes.
clothing.
It's like the 90s mom who's going to a scrapbook party.
Yes. And we have a lot of clothes. We have a big closet down here in the podcast room, and it's packed.
We actually had to take some to Goodwill because we had too many.
So
That closet stays full. You can barely get a hanger
And
in
we
there.
rotate them out. Like I'll go to estate sales, pick some stuff up.
Libby needs to start selling all the old stuff on her eBay.
yeah, she does.
That's true.
Yes, she does.
Okay, this next question. Wait, are we done with the Positive Talks wardrobe?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. Have we ever met Chris Stapleton?
I've met him briefly in passing I was at the ACMs, years ago. I wasn't even there I was there as a fan, and I was standing up by the stage, and he was walking from his seat to the backstage once it was over. And I was like, Chris.
Just first name, like you know his ass.
Yes, Chris. This has been,
Like 8 years.
8 years ago at least. I was like, Chris, can we get a picture? He was real quiet, and he was like, yeah, real quick, and we took a selfie. I don't even know where that picture's at.
You took a selfie with him?
I took a picture of him and Greg maybe or something.
Yeah.
I don't remember exactly what happened.
I said I want to go to his concert the other day. I do.
You do.
But haven't you met him? Oh, no.
You saw him in Green Hill.
Yeah.
When we first moved to Nashville, me and Jad were getting pedicures, and we parked in this little strip mall, and we were walking in, and out front was parked this nice G-Wagon.
Ooh.
Custom paint.
Green.
Like a newer one?
Yes. And I said, we walked in, I go, that person has money. That's literally what we said. 30 minutes goes by, and he goes, look who's getting into the G-Wagon. And I look, and because we're sitting right by the front door almost.
The window.
And it was Chris Stapleton and his wife getting in. They went somewhere else in the strip mall. And it was weird seeing famous people
Just out and about.
Yeah. I was like, we were like freaking out. I was like, oh my God.
Living their life.
Yeah. So I did see him. Yeah. I think I saw someone else famous out in Nashville, but I can't remember who it was.
I feel like they're all over.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Nashville. It's like the LA of the South.
Yeah.
It is. And a lot of people that work in stores say, like, I always see a lot of famous people coming in. And it's
Especially
like,
at the airport. I've seen so many country music singers at the airport.
Yeah.
yeah, last time they were filming some Trace Adkins thing in there.
Yeah.
It's
People
like
were
every time we go to
freaking.
the airport, you're going to see somebody.
And I don't even know. I've probably walked past so many famous people and don't even know.
Well, this has been probably a year or two ago, whenever we went to, me and Greg went to Vegas to go see Winona. And on our way back, we were on the same flight as her. And so we got off the flight together, and she was decked out Winona. She wasn't incognito. She had her hair. I mean, she was decked out Winona. Cowboy hat on. And she was walking through the airport, and not one person was looking at her. And I go, what? How is Winona Judd walking through the Nashville airport right now? And people are oblivious.
They just don't know, dude.
It was. I was like, it's Winona Judd.
Winona's a staple.
Well, she's got that red hair.
That's what I'm saying. You can't miss her.
You can't miss her.
Winona is so beautiful, dude.
Gorgeous.
I feel like even if she was incognito, I would know it was her.
Even if she wasn't a famous person, just her vibe, you would have to look.
Yeah.
Agree.
You'd have to stare at that mother.
Agree. Well, do you have another question? Do we have a couple calls? Do we have any calls?
We have 2 calls.
Let's do it.
2 calls. That's all.
Here we go.
Hey, y'all. Long-time listener, first-time caller. My question I wanted to ask y'all was if y'all was a professional wrestler like the late, great Dusty Rhodes, R.I.P., what would be your entrance music? And you can't say the viral podcast intro, even though it's a banger. So what would you come down to the ring to? And also, what would be your finishing move or submission hold, which would put somebody in to end them?
Wow.
Love y'all. Keep up the good work. Oh, yeah.
I love that.
Thank you for calling in for the first time. We appreciate your call.
Yeah, Dusty Rhodes, baby.
Dusty Rhodes, baby. So, God, listen, and I've said this before. I've been thinking about my intro for shows. If I ever do arenas, I will make the intro so fucking cool.
And you would.
My intro,
You would have some firecrackers and lights.
I want to come down from the top.
I want to parasail down.
I think when it comes to intros, though, there's no better intro than The Undertaker.
Oh, yeah.
There's not. The whole.
Yep. Setting up in the...
It might be the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life.
And then he's got his hair and just the way he looks.
Dude, what song, though? It would have to be something just head banging,
Pumped.
bopping.
They get you pumped.
Yeah.
Will you help me come up with a song?
I would almost not want to use a song that exists, and I would want to make my own song up. But the song, it doesn't have lyrics. It has sounds.
Yeah.
Just beats.
Almost like what it would be like if you were getting abducted by aliens and the aliens were having a rave.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Oh, a rave?
Like alien rave music.
Yeah.
And
You
that's
want,
crazy because you do not like rave music.
No, but I like alien rave music.
What the hell?
It's different. I never heard it.
It's different.
I've never heard it, but I
You
know
got
it's
it in your
different.
head, though.
Yeah.
You
It's
know
like,
what it sounds like.
And I would want just lights. And,
It's the lights.
And I want to come down from the Raptors.
Maybe even confetti at the start and at the end.
And the confetti is little tits and
Yeah.
I love when I go somewhere and they have stuff falling from the ceiling. I love confetti. I love that stuff. It's so
Put it
fun.
on your love.
Put it on
put
the
that
love.
on your love list.
Like when we were at the Blue Man Group crew, whatever the fuck they are, and all that toilet paper shit started coming everywhere.
awesome.
That was so cool.
It was awesome. It was awesome.
Confetti.
I just know I'd want it to be cool.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't just want to walk out I'd want it to be like, because in The Undertaker, you hear those little bells and you know he's coming.
Yep.
I'd want a sound that you know I was coming.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Right?
Yeah. That would be so cool.
Imagine just falling out of. Maybe we could just be a tandem. Is that when you fly out of the sky together?
Never heard of that.
So maybe I could be on your back
Okay.
and we would twirl down
We would twirl down.
with a parachute.
Oh my gosh.
And then my ending move would probably be what would it be?
Oh, ending move. Ooh.
Yeah.
I'd do some chokeholds.
You know what? I'd bring this back. I would bring this back.
Suck it.
Suck it.
I'd do some chokeholds, some cuckolds.
Yeah. We'd be holding things.
Oh, I'd be TK Owen.
Yeah.
You know how they're like, oh,
Yeah.
that shit would. I would love to be in WWE.
Early 2000s WWE, there was nothing better.
I feel like we watched it a lot too
We
back
did.
then.
I haven't watched it in
Since.
20 years.
Do you know WWE is like top 10 on YouTube?
Oh, yes.
People get into it. The characters.
I couldn't tell you who any people are now.
What about Dusty Rhodes, baby? Cody Rhodes, baby.
I know who that is.
Where do you even watch it at? Is it on TV?
You know, I'm not even sure. So here's some WWE finishing moves. A sudden jumping cutter. So I'd have a sudden jumping turd cutter, and I would just put my ass on their head.
That's good, Paige. That's good.
We have the tombstone pile driver.
Okay.
That's lifting an opponent upside down and dropping them onto their head.
Hold on. The fact that they're calling it the tombstone pile driver is funny.
Can you imagine watching it and being like, oh, he just did the tombstone pile cutter on him?
Yeah, they have the RKO. That's Randy Orton. That's a sudden jumping turd cutter. And then we have Stone Cold Stunner. That's a seated jawbreaker. Huh?
Stop.
Oh,
These
We
are
got to
great.
go to a WWE show one time. That'd be fun.
And that's Stone Cold Steve Austin, baby.
Is he still wrestling?
Sweet Chin. I'm not sure about that. Is Stone Cold Steve Austin?
I don't
is
think
that
so.
Dusty Rhodes, baby?
No, that's a different person.
Who's his son? Cody Rhodes and
I don't know.
Don't know nothing about none of that.
they have Sweet Chin music. That's a super kick to the chin.
Sweet chin music.
Stone Cold Steve Austin is officially retired from full-time wrestling due to injuries, but occasionally makes in-ring appearances. Okay. God, I love Stone Cold.
He was our favorite back then.
He really was.
A choke slam, lifting an opponent by the throat and slamming them down. Why are these so funny to read?
Why do we
dude?
not watch these anymore? We
I
need to
don't
start
know.
watching them.
Ooh, there's a move called Rock Bottom, and it's The Rock.
Get out of here.
A side, and that's a side slam.
Wow, dude.
I
Holy moly.
I love these. I think I really do need to get into WWE more.
That's what I'm saying. We need to start watching it.
I know. I'll figure out where we can watch it. Maybe just a YouTube.
Man, you start watching WWE, that'd be badass.
I know.
And if we get into it, that's badass.
My friend Eric is so into it.
A lot of people
who
are.
told me about the Dusty Rhodes. Like he has this belt. It's almost like a WWE belt. He had that shit at his wedding. Wow. He brought it there. He brings it to all the Padres games. He's like, he carries around his belt.
People get into it.
Justina.
Oh,
That bitch is
that
into
bitch
it.
loves wrestling. Elvis and wrestling.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Nobody loves wrestling more than Justina.
No, you right.
We got to take Justina to a WWE.
I was going to say, you should call the bitch and see if she can name off any of the
Easy.
wrestle moves.
Easily.
Pull them back up.
Okay, hold on. Pull them back
But
up.
she also never answers, so.
Maggie, let me try to put in. I'm gonna try to put
Bluetooth.
Let me try to Bluetooth this. Okay, I'm connected. So let me. Okay, just to make sure that was on. Let's try calling Justina.
Okay.
Now she's always at work,
Dollar General.
Dollar General.
Dollar General.
but I'm calling Justina now. Okay.
Say, give us 3 WWE wrestling moves.
Or should we give her a move and have her say what it is? Hey, what is the?
We'll see. We'll see how.
Yeah, I like the name
response.
3 moves.
Okay. All right, hold on. It says it's calling, but I may not. Come on. Now.
Maybe when she answers.
Hold on.
Say.
Where the hell's the?
No, it's not. We had this issue with. Hold on. It's not even going through. Hold on.
That bitch never answers.
Hello? Turn it up, Maggie.
I can't.
Hello? Not answering.
Not answering.
Dollar General. We'll have to call back one of these times. That sucks. Well, I had a really good time. We done here.
There's one call
Let's
left.
do it. Let's do it. Let's do
yeah.
it.
One call.
That's all.
Hey, honeys, in the car here. Just have to say, I'm constantly listening to y'all on my drive to work, and I think that y'all have genuinely the most innovative podcast in the world. You're constantly adding new segments, constantly tweaking things, constantly changing the sound bites. Well, you know what I mean. Adding sound bites, maybe not changing
Called
the
out.
sound bites. We're still waiting on some of those. But no problem, no drama. But just had to tell y'all that you all are so inspiring for people who want to start a podcast. You've always got me thinking of new segments that we could potentially do whenever me and my friends start our podcast. And yeah, just feeling inspired every time I listen to the Viral Podcast girlies, the sweeties. If we use some of your segments, please don't sue us for 1.2 bill. We don't have that either. Anyway, love you, honeys. Talk to you later. Bye.
Oh,
Honeys,
gets us.
I would never sue you for $1.2 billion.
He said we don't have that Edel. No.
Edel.
No. That was really nice. Thank you so much.
Oh, sweet. Man, what was his name?
I forgot. Honey.
Didn't say.
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah.
Dude, thank you for saying our podcast is innovative, because honestly, we're like, we need to come up with more segments. Like, we do stress about it,
Yeah.
but also we're so busy. But
Yeah.
by the time, I guess this podcast is never going anywhere, so we have all the time in the world.
We do.
And
We have all the time in the world.
And we will keep trying to think of things and
Yes.
do better and
Yes.
grow. And
Yep. Absolutely.
y'all help us grow. And
Absolutely.
yeah, we couldn't do this without y'all.
No, we couldn't. Thank you for helping us take over the world. You guys, go follow the baby girls on all of our YouTubes. We be putting out vlogs.
Find us.
Come join my Patreon. Join Chima's OF and call in with the podcast. Tell us something juicy. Confess something juicy, or if there's any drama going on in your life.
Even tell us, your favorite colors, what makes you happy, your favorite numbers, your weird superstitions, your draw, anything under the sun. Do you tan that asshole?
Yeah, I'd love to know that.
What sports do you like?
Sure.
And don't forget merch drops.
Oh, we got them merch drops, baby.
Theviralpodcast.co.
I
New
forgot
merch.
about that. We got some merch drops we've been working on. So
Good ones,
yes,
too.
Yes.
So we love you. I'm going to miss you, Tammy.
Tammy, I'm gonna miss you.
All right. Give us a call at
442-777-3331.
Always remember that you are doing great.
You're looking good. And what everybody else thinks.
Get ready.
We're going viral.